All right, town hall last night on NBC. Lester Holt, Joe Biden. Nobody watched it, as I predicted. Less than 4 million viewers. They were watching a football game, baseball playoffs, dancing with the COVID doctors. I think that's a new show, Dancing with the COVID Doctors. But they weren't watching Lester and Joe. Lester and Joe, not going to be renewed, I don't think. But there was one very interesting soundbite that I heard Mr. Biden say. Roll it.
It was a little disconcerting. Look out and see that his whole section, no one had masks on. When my wife was sitting further down, had a mask on, the people with us had masks on. I didn't quite get that.
You were able to see that from where you were?
Yes, when they came in, yes. Because I was standing backstage and you could see people coming in, and a lot of people didn't have masks on.
So I was talking about the Trump family, all right? So it was disconcerting to look out and see their whole section, the Trump section, the Trump family and the Trump supporters. He says they didn't have masks on. Well, if in fact that's not true, or they did have masks on, let's throw that picture up there. This is the Trump family walking into the debate hall last week, and they all have masks on. So now Lester Holt can't be expected to know that. I wouldn't have known it. But Joe Biden just said it. It's not true. I'm not shocked. Politicians say stuff that isn't true all the time. Mr. Trump is, on a few occasions, says stuff that isn't true. But when you get to this level where Joe Biden believes he can say anything he wants without being challenged, then you're into a serious level. And again, last night he started with the Charlottesville, good people on both sides. I got to tell you, to me, if Chris Wallace and Lester Holt don't know by now the context of that remark, I mean, obviously they didn't read my book, The United States of Trump, where I exhaustively, letter by letter, tell you what the context was of that remark. And they just sit there and I let Joe Biden say that. And I don't think that's right. And I think that's why the news media will collapse shortly after the presidential election.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.